Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. So we're doing another Discord Q&A here. I also wanted to mention we actually hit 1,000 members last week. I totally forgot to mention it. Really amazing. So now the quest is for 2,000. So at first we'll celebrate all the small victories like 1,100, 1,200, 1,300, and so forth. If you're interested in joining the Discord, the link is down below. It's where I do all my Q&As. Really, I have a Q&A channel on there. There's a lot to do there on the Discord, so definitely make sure to go follow us there. There's a massive Walking Dead community. We got a big community growing there, a big Walking Dead family community growing. So I'd love for you guys to join, and yeah, I hope to see you guys there for the next Q&A. But as always, make sure to be a subscriber if you want more Walking Dead content like this. First question, what would you think of a Gabriel spinoff? I don't think there's enough material there, to be honest. Gabriel's a really great character, and a lot of the side characters are really great characters. You know, characters like Ezekiel and Eugene and Rosita and Aaron. You know, they're all really great characters, and they've really, I think, like molded themselves into the main cast of this show. They're very, very great when they're on screen. The actors and actresses are just perfect. I think fans are gonna love them for the rest of the time, but could they, could each of those characters hold their own show? I don't think so. I think they work better when it's an ensemble cast. I think it works so much better when they're all together like that. So I wouldn't be a fan of a Gabriel spinoff. I don't think it would really work. The only spinoffs I'm really okay with is like a Negan one, a Michonne one, Daryl, and you would have to add a Carol to the Daryl one, and we're kind of getting that with the television show. And then obviously Rick. Besides those characters, you can't really do a lot with, right? And I actually think that's why they're doing Tales of the Walking Dead. They're doing Tales of the Walking Dead because they want to do all these spinoffs, but they know that these characters aren't going to be able to lead a show on their own, right? That's why in the first season we're going to be getting Beta, because Beta is a great character. There's probably a lot that you can do there, but you can't make a spinoff off of that character. So Tales of the Walking Dead, where you have a variety of storylines where you can kind of do these, like continuous storylines or whatever, these one and done storylines. Like, it's such a great, it's a great platform to bring all those characters to. And so I think if you're going to do a Gabriel spinoff at all, an origin story or whatever, it's going to be on Tales of the Walking Dead. Not sure you already tackled the subject, but I feel like many people talk about Daryl, Gabriel, Rosita, and Aaron in this final season. But what about Carol? She's pushed to the sideline in 11A. And I know she gets her spinoff, but this can't be her final storyline in the main show, right? What are your predictions for her in the last two parts of season 11? I do agree that she has been pushed off to the side quite a bit. She hasn't really done a lot besides trying to rebuild Alexandria. And I mean, it's kind of on the fault of the writers, I guess, for keeping a character like that there the entire time, because everyone else got to do fun things, right? Daryl, Maggie, and Negan went all the way to the Reaper base, and sure, that arc was exciting at first, and then eventually sort of got to the point where, I mean, it's a little frustrating, a little boring, but yeah, Carol definitely should have got a more exciting storyline in 11A, but I think that's coming in part 2. I think she's going to be one of the key players in breaking down the Commonwealth, basically, right? Discovering all of discovering the toxic environment, all the behind the scenes drama, and the corruption that keeps this place going. So she's gonna have a really big part 2, I think, and then we'll see in part 3 if whether or not she's gonna have a big role there. I'm guessing so. I think at this point now, as we transition to the final parts, Angela Kang is gonna give the core cast like big things to do, because that's their last time on the show, right? So you think we will see Madison's return to Fear the Walking Dead as part of the CRM? I don't think so. I think that's a little bit too much. I still really believe she's gonna return at some point. I almost believe that's like Fear the Walking Dead's endgame, to be honest. But in terms of her returning as a part of the CRM, that's a little bit too much. I don't think that's how it's going to happen. Do you think any significant information on the Rick movie plot will be told before World Beyond comes to an end? No, I don't think it's gonna. I don't think they're gonna do that. Like, usually you gather a plot of a movie when the trailer comes out, right? Like just go based off of like Spider-Man No Way Home. No one really knew what the plot was going to be about. And I mean, there's some leaks before and stuff, but really the confirmation came when the trailer came out, the very first one, right? Like, you knew it was going to be this multiverse thing, and that Doctor Strange was going to be a part of it. And beforehand, all you knew was that the basis was that everyone knew that he was Spider-Man. And so you kind of start there, and then we watched the trailer and we saw how certain things played out. That's basically what it's going to be like for the movie. We know he was taken away from his family. So how is he going to react, right? Once we watch that first trailer, then we're going to know. We're going to be like, okay, so that's how all that works, right? Because we're actually going to see some footage and scenes, and they're going to obviously thread a storyline into the trailer anyway. So I think that's when it's going to be revealed. And I think we could get some like little pieces here and there at the end of World Beyond. And we kind of already have a little bit, but I think we're going to get a few more things. Who do you think will be the one to shoot Gabriel, Aaron or Rosita? Mine is Aaron. I kind of like the idea of Rosita being the one to do it just because of their relationship. I think that's a little bit too much though. So I don't know if they'll go in that direction, but I do like the idea that Gabriel is going to be one of the big deaths here in part 2, and that he is going to take Dwight's comic death, right? And the person that kills Gabriel is going to be Rosita. I've seen people comment that, and people are theorizing that could happen, and I think that's actually pretty cool. Like, honestly, that does make a lot of sense. I think they got to work a little bit, though, with the characters, because if it happened out of nowhere now, like, it would be just that. It would be out of nowhere. So they got to work into that a little bit, make the characters start to like, dislike each other a little bit. They've done it a little bit. Like Rosita and Gabriel are very estranged, right? They've done it a little bit, right? Like Rosita and Gabriel are very, very far apart. And I could see if Gabriel is going down this dark path that he's been on, if he starts to do really dangerous things, that Rosita, maybe her hands are tied. She's forced to do it. It's something she doesn't want to do, but she's thinking about her daughter, like Coco. I could see how she might be the one to do it, and it would be heartbreaking and sad, but she did it for their survival. And I could totally see Gabriel maybe having the gun to Pamela Milton and saying, like, we're not doing things this way. And then Pamela Milton's like, if you do this, every one of your people are dead, this and that. And Rosita's trying to talk him down, saying that, like, you're going to mess up everything here for me. Because remember, she's going to be rising in ranks within the Commonwealth military. You're going to mess up everything for Coco, our daughter, blah, blah, blah. And then I think Rosita, as a Commonwealth soldier, is going to be forced to do something there, because she might be like her right-hand woman or whatever, right, to Pamela Milton at that point. It depends. She might be there just like on patrol. And then she's forced to do that, which I think it would prove her commitment to the Commonwealth. Pamela Milton would really like that, and makes things very complex, because obviously, it's drama, right? That would just be a really intense scene. How long do you think they can keep Fear the Walking Dead's setting in the post-nuclear area, and how do you think the group escapes it? I think they should end this, honestly, after episode 8. And I think the group is going to escape it by just driving away, because, like, they should be able to at this point. Like, it makes no sense why they can't leave the area. I know it's, like, everywhere, but I guess that they would have to go underground, and I think that could be where Alicia went, but I think that's what has to happen. They have to go underground or something, but it's going to be, they're traveling around so much as it is, a lot of the science of it makes no sense already. They're going to be able to explain it really fast, and I hope it's soon, because honestly, the post-nuclear stuff, it was exciting at first. I mostly liked all the drama leading up to the nuke launch, but as of now, it's been kind of boring, and I've not really liked the whole yellow tone colors to the show. At first it was nice, but at this point I'm just kind of getting a little sick of it, because it's just, I don't know. It's most likely just me. I've just been kind of annoyed about it. But Q&A, do you think Sebastian would potentially kill Eugene after he punched him from episode 7? Probably not. Honestly, I see Eugene surviving the entire series. I think if he died, that'd be nuts. So no, I don't see that happening. I think he's going to kill somebody for sure, but not Eugene. Have you got a new opinion on the old A and B question? I think it's just useful and useless as a living person. The only thing they want from bees are just the fact that they are people who have been bit, and this is what Jadis is trying to do to Negan and Gabriel. I thought that was the whole thing with A's. See, I'm so confused with the A and B thing, but I could just do a quick Google search and find out. I believe it's A's that have been bit, and B is when you're very valuable and useful to the Civic Republic, and I think that's what it is. I think at first they were like, we're gonna take you in as an A or whatever to Negan and to Gabriel, and then I think at a certain point she realized that, like, I think that's what she was trying to do. She was trying to bring them to the Civic Republic. She wanted to bring Negan there. She wanted to bring Gabriel there. She was trying to find a ticket to the CRM to, if she brings them someone valuable, then she rises up in ranks, and we're seeing that in World Beyond because she brought Rick to them, right? Rick is of major value, and so obviously she got rewarded for that. Now the details on that, like why the Civic Republic want bees specifically or want valuable people, That's where we'll have to wait and see, right? Like that's the tricky situation there. Like, was Hope a B, I guess, right? If you think about it, they brought her in, but no, she wasn't, because that was kind of all planned. Like, there was no A and B stuff there. So do you think that we won't hear from Rick until the last episode of the main show? I highly doubt that we'll hear from him from Rick in World Beyond. Yeah, we're not going to get him in World Beyond, but in the main show, that's where I think our Rick's next appearance in anything is going to be the final episode of the main show. But thank you guys so much for all of your questions. I really enjoyed this. Again, make sure to go follow the Discord if you want to take part in these Q&As. Hope to see you guys all there, and I'll see you guys in the next one.